Hey everybody, Mill Guy Bry here. Welcome to another YouTube video. Short and sweet of this one is, I traveled up to the Toronto area to an arboretum, and we are getting rid of, see, that was all buckthorn. All invasive species. They don't want any invasive species. So we're just getting rid of anything invasive. If it's invasive, I'm mulching it. Well, in this designated area. And they're going to plant native species. Pretty straightforward, pretty awesome. It's just an awesome little arboretum here. We got some great volunteers working here. Maybe I can get one of them on video. One's a good friend and client of Westwood's. Great guy. Maybe, I don't know, he's a little camera shy. Maybe I can get him on video. Anyway, that's the long short of it. It's invasive, it's got to go, and they're going to replant native, and yeah, it's awesome. Other than something that gets you around in Toronto traffic, that hats off to you guys that float stuff around these big cities, because the little city I'm from, this was, I don't know, I couldn't do it. So hats off to you if you do that for a living. Look at the size of that one. That one's gonna take some work. So we are day 2 on this job. Hoping to be wrapped up tomorrow, possibly tomorrow or Thursday. And let me flip this camera around. I'll show you what I did this morning. So yeah, I finished off this whole area. It took a lot of time. There was some pretty big friggin' buckthorn in there. One really big one, I'll have to cut off with a saw. But yeah, this whole lower area is done. So now I'm gonna work my way up to the top area over there. Also beside dog park. So it's been awesome watching all the dogs run around and play. So this is a fence right here. You have to mulch all the way to where we left off down there. It's not very far down there. A couple big ones to deal with first, but then I get into the real nice flat going. Also, on a side note, I have met so far 4 volunteers from the arboretum and plus 1 volunteer from the neighboring dog park. And just great group of people, really dedicated. They got their heart and soul. They're just great volunteers. So happy to see that. And yeah. Also, I got asked by the volunteer from the dog park if I'm from Newfoundland or the Ottawa Valley. I don't know what to think about that. I guess there's an accent. I don't know. So it's going really good. As you can see though, blown seal. Oh no. Of course, I'm out of town, so thank God for Google. I have to find a hydraulic shop near here. But first, well, take it apart. So this did a test run, no more leaky. So back at it. That put me back about a little over an hour. By the time I went and got the seal and got back and put it all back together and topped up my hydraulic oil, but that's all right. I'll just stay a little later tonight, start a little earlier tomorrow. No big deal. day 3, mulching's done. I didn't get any footage today. This battery on this device, I gotta get a new device and combine with. I just wanted to get this job finished today in decent time so I can get home, because I got about a 3-hour drive home. And so I'm just gonna show you guys quickly part of it. This is what I did today. This whole area, I finished off in the dark down here last night. That whole area. And this whole area was done, and then you seen from the first couple of days way down at the other end. So I do want to explain kind of some of the advantages of mulching in place rather than cutting it with chainsaw and chipping it. And go over, I want to thank some volunteers from this arboretum as well. But it's like 2:45. I got possibly 2.5 to 3.5 hour drive home. I'm pretty sure Chris is up there actually waiting for me to give me a hand to load this skid steer. So we're going to get back to this tomorrow and go over some of the advantages and do a shout out to all the volunteers. So we'll see you back in Kingston. Hey everybody, so Mill Guy Bry, it's the following week. I'm back in Kingston. I know I promised to go over a bunch of different advantages, all cut to the point. I've been crazy friggin' busy. A lot of people that have been sick on the tree service side with cold and flu, and I've just been diving in and filling in, and it's just been running nonstop. So I'm gonna dive into the soil side of things on a different video, the kind of more environmental benefits of mulching on site versus hand cutting it and removing it. This video, as you see, you would have been at least a week, if not 2 weeks, hand cutting that and chipping that with a chipper, where I did it in 3 days. So there's a cost efficiency, and it's way more efficient when you're clearing large portions of land, especially for something that's going to be excavated, or if you want the mulch to break down into the soil like they did on this case, to help the soil in the future. Huge shout out to Chris, who introduced me into this project, and also another big shout out to Doug, who's another volunteer of the Aurora Arboretum. No shout out to Irene, who I communicated with, sent the quote in, and set this whole kind of thing up with. And another shout out to the girl from the dog park. Didn't catch her name, but she's a volunteer. Apparently she's been a volunteer for 20 years at the dog park that was next door. And she thought I was from Newfoundland. So if you hear a funny accent, I am comment on this video. I am not from Newfoundland. So next week, this video is going to be tree service. And like always, we'll mill you later, or mulch you later, or right now, tree service you later. And cool, click, like, subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll catch you on the next one.